Here with head coach Joe Gallo, 75-65 win, first conference game over St. Francis Brooklyn. Coach, just some opening thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I thought we kind of set the tone early defensively. It was, I think they were stuck on 5 for 6-7 minutes into the game. So that's always us. We were able to get out in transition, score off of our defense a little bit. But I give them credit. They made a hell of a run. They kept the pace. They kind of picked up the tempo a little bit and had us on our heels a little bit in the second half. But we were able to. Jordan McCoy banged down 2 huge threes in crucial times when they were getting to us with a little bit of pressure, and then making free throws down the stretch was huge.
When they pressed you the way they were, you think that was them trying to speed you guys up a little bit? But it seemed like you're able to kind of break through it as soon as you got over half court.
Yeah, a little bit, and that's what they do. And they Coach Greg is a great defensive coach, and forever that's been their style. They deny, they make it really hard for you to run offense. Lately, last couple of years, they've been picking up and pressuring full court a little bit. So, we knew coming in, that's what they were going to do. After you tell your guys it's coming and they don't really believe you. So it took us a turnover or 2 to kind of snap out of it and handle the pressure. But I thought they did a great job. The hardest thing is kind of getting it in balance. And once we got it in, I thought Mikey and Malik, playing those 2 guys together, having 2 point guards out there really helped relieve some of that pressure.
How much does it take the pressure off defensively too when the shots are starting to fall? Right?
Yeah,
that's going to take a ton of pressure off.
Yeah, the other day in practice we had a just okay offensive segment. It was like, let's not think we're going to win every game 47-45. At some point we got to score some points and take offense a little bit more serious. That should be the fun part of the game. But these guys have been in the gym all week, and Jordan McCoy works as hard as anyone. So I was really happy to see him, kind of solidify like how much he works and see the ball go in a couple times.
Had some guys like over the last couple of weeks too kind of work themselves back into the starting line, like Embiid being one. Like, is that just seeing growth in, I guess, areas that you needed to kind of see growth in, and now they're just earning more minutes?
Yeah, for sure. And I kind of look at those 3 guards with Malik and Michael and Mikey. They're all starters to me. They're 3 of our top 6 guys, and whoever that guard is that comes off the bench, they're usually checking in the game. 3.5, 4 minutes into the game, but Malik's given us a big spark. He's an Energizer bunny on defense, and he's really hard to keep in front on the offensive end as long as he's making good decisions, which he did for the majority of the night. I think he had 5 assists.
Does this kind of, we were just talking about it, does this kind of feel like the start of the season? Not that the start of the season wasn't, back in October, but still, like, first league game, you come out on off-conference play, it almost kind of is 2 different seasons in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, does it kind of feel that way a little bit?
Yeah, it really does. That's everybody. Everybody's playing some games above their head a little bit. You go and play Virginia Tech and Rutgers and Gonzaga and Indiana, and we had some tough non-conference games. So it's nice to play against some people that actually look like you.
It's kind of funny too, because I think you mentioned that. I didn't even realize it until you mentioned it. I think after one of the, I forget which game it was, but right up there near the top of the league in terms of non-conference wins.
Yep.
I mean, does that, you kind of feel like you're in a good spot when you look at the rest of the league because of that? I mean, everybody's kind of played a somewhat comparable schedule. Some have played more bigger programs than others. But.
I do, but everybody's played a tough schedule. We're looking at FDU yesterday, and they played 1 home game, right? So it's like you can't look and go, oh, FDU's 0-10. Well, FDU's played a really tough schedule. So it's really tough to gauge until we start playing each other. And then there's a lot of matchups. Some teams give other teams a little more trouble than others. So it's a fun time of the year. It's conference play. I told those guys that's going to happen all the time on either end. You're going to get a lead. They're going to cut back into it. You got to make some free throws. You got to take care of the ball late. And, hopefully you just win the game by 1, which we were able to do.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Thank you.